Welcome to what is commonly known as the Pink Palace, the Daily Pennsylvanian, and the place where when I first got to Philadelphia as a college student, I spent most of my life. I came into Philadelphia as a young person, pretty not sure about a lot about the world, and really wanted to find a place with purpose, and landed here at the student newspaper at the College of the University of Pennsylvania. You know, wrote my first stories, saw a byline, and then decided, oh, this is where I can really find myself. So we have, yeah, this is like really old. Right. I remembered the first story that I did that really pushed me off campus. It was actually a fire, and it impacted a huge apartment complex in Philadelphia. I gotta see, well, this would have been September, so I wouldn't have been on the board by then. I think when I went in, I was, kind of shocked about what had happened. It was close enough to campus that we were covering it, but I was shocked about the conditions in which people lived. There was lots of questions about the safety of the building and why so many people had died. I think that was one of the areas that made me so clear that this work wasn't just about reporting or telling a story. It was about the life of people.
Of course.
Great to see you always.
Of course, back to the old stuff.
Get to the ground. I think, for me at least, feeling like you could find roots here was really what I was looking for. When you grow up in an immigrant family, home is what you make of it, and family is who you find. My time at Penn was, just a start. Really what I think defined me here about Philadelphia, what really made me a Philadelphian, was being a teacher, a public school teacher, somebody who ran after-school programs and then taught in the classroom. That was really where I found my home, and I think what I finally figured out what it meant to really be a part of this city. I lived in Rittenhouse Square. I absolutely remember taking public transit to school because everything is going in your head at that time. You're trying to prepare your lesson plan, you're remembering all the young people that you thought about the day before, who was gonna show up. And the ride, the 40 minutes or so that it took for me to get to the classroom was really that time period of just reflecting, planning, hoping, really getting ready for that day. I'm trying to think about where my classroom window would have been. My classrooms were really crowded. There was guaranteed that I was maxed out at 33. And one year I even had 38 students in a class, and that felt like a lot. I've always been hopeful about Philadelphia. I can feel Philadelphia breathe through its neighborhoods, through its young people, through the dreams that people have articulated all across the city. How's it going? How are you? I'm Helen Gim. I'm running for mayor.
Yeah, I just looked you up. I know. Yeah.
So in 2018, we pushed hard for those air conditioners.
Okay.
And so, they just did the ones that just fit into the rooms, right?
Yes.
But really what we need is you guys.
What we're doing, yes.
Yes.
Well, we're actually finishing on a 2-year project, actually. We'll be done in the fall.
Okay. And what'll that be able to do?
So we'll be able to do heating and cooling throughout the whole system.
So central air?
Everything, yes. The works. I know, yeah. Union strong, baby.
That's
strong.
right.
Yep.
That's incredible. There's no question, the gun violence for me was always rooted in disinvestment. You could see it as soon as you walked through neighborhoods and communities. I knew it as soon as I, opened the door to a classroom and saw that, we were on the 5th floor of a 100-year-old building without air conditioning. Some of my students went to classrooms that were converted out of broom closets, that were squeezed in with so little technology and supports. The way that we solve violence is that its roots are in disinvestment. So everything about us needs to invest in people.